Okay, so the ultimatum, this is always the show where I need like reacclimating first to understand why do people do this process.
Oh my God.
It's one of those shows where I'm like, why are we doing this again? This is just crazy. So one girl, I forgot who said it. She said she gave an ultimatum because, quote, I'm open to seeing how someone else can show that they are willing to choose me 100%. So basically she's saying she is open to this experiment. She might meet someone for 3 weeks who's going to give her the feeling of feeling chosen that her partner hasn't been able to do. And she's going to learn if, through this process, if her partner even has the capabilities to give her this feeling. That's really what it is, right? Right?
Yeah, I think, yes. So that's the ultimatum giver that we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So for the receiver, I think it's more important for the receiver to go to this process because they actually get an experience of marriage, of like what marriage is supposed to be for 3 weeks to see if it's actually worth it for them.
For them to make the changes and do the things that their person is requiring. Yeah. Okay, so we meet all the couples and our host, I again don't remember why.
Oh my God, Joanna Garcia, whatever.
Swisher.
Yeah. I always think she's from HGTV, but she's not.
I had to look her up again. So she's on a show called Sweet Magnolias on Netflix. So they wanted to bring in a Netflix star to host a show. But other than that, she has no real basis as to why she's hosting this queer ass show.
That's the thing. She's so straight.
The straightest.
I
don't know why. Why couldn't they find a queer host?
I don't know.
This is my one big issue with this show where they just messed up. And it seems so obvious that was just like a bad decision.
Yeah. And they have a host of other people. I would love it if it was Xander and Mal up there.
Yes.
Hosting. How fabulous would that be? Right?
Oh my
Great.
God. Yes. Mal can easily host this.
Easy. We would all tune in and be like, huh? What? Yeah.
Oh my God. So anyway, she reviews the premise. This first week, they're going to date around and then they return in a week for the choice. So we meet our couples. So we have AJ and Brittany together 5 years. Cute black couple.
Very cute. Yeah.
Brittany is, she's like that bitch. She's been that partner. She is, a very well put together woman, got her shit all together. And she's actually high-key bothered that AJ is not like jumping to marry her because she knows that she's a catch.
Right. Yes.
Then you have AJ. AJ is hesitant because, as she puts it, Britt is like very accomplished. She has all the things. She's a bad bitch. And AJ, wants to be in a position to give her everything that she deserves. It's like that classic. And it always bothers me too, because I don't understand why it's so hard for people. We definitely see this with men, particularly with men. But in AJ's case, maybe the more masculine presenting partner in a queer dynamic, they like burden themselves with needing to be the provider.
Yeah.
And I can't marry you until I have it all together. And it just feels very conveniently made up and avoidant. That's why it always bothers me, because particularly you look at Britt, and a lot of times in dynamics with men too, you look at the woman and she's like, I don't need a provider. Like, I have my business. I have it all together. I just need you to be emotionally there for me and committed to me, and we can grow together. That's the whole part of partnership. You don't have to have it all together.
Right. Yes. Yeah. It does feel like a very convenient excuse. And on the other end of it, on the flip side for Brittany, she feels like she's all those things. So she is eligible for marriage, not that she is hard to compete with. In this way that AJ is like trying to almost compete with her ambition.
Yeah. And she's trying to tell you it's not a competition. Just stop. I don't need that. I just want you to be committed to me, and that's it. And we'll grow together. But that's not, AJ wants to be there on her own. Get to that readiness on her own.
Yes. Right. Right. Yeah.
Which is like, isn't that partnership? Don't you do it together?
That's,
Anyways, so next we have Haley and Pilar together 10 years.
So long.
They've been together since they're 18 years old. I think they said like freshman year of college, right?
Yeah.
Pilar hid their relationship for 8 years from her family. Her and her mom still haven't spoken.
Yep.
And she's just really holding back because she doesn't feel like she can give Haley the fantasy wedding marriage that she feels like she deserves. Dayna and Megan together 1.5 years.
Name's gonna kill me. Yeah.
We were calling her Megan during the we did our little pre-show the other day. Megan. So Megan from Jump, or not Megan, sorry, Dayna from Jump. Like her first confessional, she was like, Mel's attractive. Like already across the table. So already I'm like, you came here to break up with Megan. Just say it. You already eyes wandering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then we meet Megan. Megan she's Lebanese. Culturally, nobody's out and proud. That's just like not a thing. Her family, very similar to Pilar, does not support her sexual orientation, this relationship that she's in with a woman. And she does want to marry Dayna in theory, but she also knows it's going to require her to be a lot more brave.
Yes, with the family.
And she's not there yet. Then we have Bridget and Kyle together 2.5 years. Seemingly very classic lesbian couple. Met on a dating app, were inseparable.
2 days later, can't get enough of each other. Yep.
Yeah. Bridget, however, doesn't believe in marriage.
Yeah, doesn't see the value.
Doesn't even really seem open to the idea.
Yeah.
Like she's just in her head, she's like, I'm already committed to you. How is us getting married any different than being girlfriends? There's a big difference, I think.
There's a huge difference.
How would you answer this question?
Okay. I think the way that Kyle answered it, if I remember correctly, I believe Kyle answered it in the way of it's so much of an expression to not only yourselves, but others, that you are a married couple.
Yeah.
In so many different ways. Most importantly, legally.
Yeah.
So if you get in trouble, if you are hurt physically, I am the one they call, not your mom.
Yeah. I'm on the hook for you. Like we're responsible to each other.
Yep.
Yeah. Boyfriend and girlfriend feels very like insular. It's like a commitment we made to each other.
Yeah.
Marriage is a commitment before witnesses, before God in some cases, before the court of the law.
Yeah.
Like it's so much more serious because there's so many more stakeholders. So walking away feels so much harder.
Yes. And it is.
Yeah. It is. So yeah, Bridget, it's different.
Yeah. What? Oh my God. I think she's just trying to be new age.
Yeah. God. So, yeah, she's just like very much against it. I don't understand it. All that made up shit. Now, Ashley and Marita been together 3 years. Marita is 25 and has a wandering eye. That's like her thing.
Yeah, that's her thing in this relationship.
And she has a wandering eye. How are you in a relationship with somebody for 3 years and the thing is that they have a wandering eye? That's crazy, Ashley. What are you doing?
That's a lot, Ashley. Ashley needs to come here and get a new girlfriend
and go find somebody new. Yeah. Marita also wasn't mincing her words. She said she feels empty in this relationship. That's why she's curious about other people. Oof.
She's 25, girl.
You
always feel empty when you're 25.
25.
You married with 2 kids, you feel empty when you're 25. Like, whatever.
Then we have Marie and Mel, been together 4 years. Marie she's ready for marriage. Like, she's ready. In fact, she's here. She's like, I'm ready to mingle because I'm ready to date, to get married, and I'm sitting here wasting time with you. They have a food truck together, so they're in business together. So that's brought a whole new dynamic that's very much kind of overshadowed them working on their shit. And Mel, on the other hand, she's the one getting the ultimatum. She says she doesn't want marriage. She doesn't really want kids. She described this relationship with her family. She has, over the course of her life, she's had 4 different mothers, people she's called a mom or like maternal influence, I guess. And they've all let her down.
Yeah.
So she's really afraid of becoming a mom, becoming a wife, because there's a chance that she'll fuck it up. That's what she feels like.
Right. And I guess for these people, she has been so committed to these mothers and they've let her down so easily, seemingly. And thrown her out. So she probably doesn't want to do that to another person, which makes sense.
It makes sense. So time for everybody to date. Everybody's mixing and mingling. Now Marita's dumb hype. She's got the wandering eye.
Excited. Yeah, she's just, this is an excuse for her to use her superpower in her relationship as the wandering eye. Girl.
And then her thing is she wants romance. That's what she's missing from Ashley.
So fascinating from the wandering eye person.
From the wandering eye. That dynamic was really interesting to me. Because it seems like, so she's like the hopeless romantic one. She says like her ideal date is a scavenger hunt, which is like a lot.
Oh my God.
She does all these romantic antics. So it seems like she puts in a lot into this relationship, right? But at the same time, she's always looking elsewhere. It's confusing.
I think she always wants it to be a fairy tale, and that's not what's going to happen. That was a theme with her, with AJ, I think, as well.
Another hopeless romantic type.
Yeah, another type that was just like, I just always want to feel the butterflies. I'm like, that's not life.
But she said butterflies, not roaches.
Not roaches.
I don't want roaches either, but damn, that's like.
But if it's not butterflies, it doesn't mean they're roaches.
Roaches, right? It doesn't have to be that extreme. Yeah. I was really curious what Marita and Ashley's life looks like. When she says Ashley makes her feel empty and she doesn't do shit, like I'm really curious what Ashley actually is doing, because I feel like it's not shit.
Or you just don't know any straight women, because I remember Jody having this discussion with us about The Bachelor. And how these romantic gestures are just a weekend for her and Chloe.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, this breakfast in bed shit, we do this all the time. Y'all are just out here starving. And we were like, I
know. Oh, God. See, I'm curious. What is Ashley doing or not doing? Like, what? Marita's bar seems so high. Anyways, Mel and Dayna, moth to a flame, these two. It was a done deal.
Yeah,
Dayna was ready to go. So Dayna, what she's looking for with Megan, she wants Megan to choose herself over the family. It's not even about choose me over your family. It's choose yourself. Stand up for yourself. And what she's really attracted with Mel, she's been on her own since she's 16. Yeah. She has a chosen family. She's like very confident and just assured in her sexuality at this point, and that is obviously very attractive to Dayna, because Megan is still kind of like finding herself, finding her voice, finding her strength. So yeah, Dana's already done. You could tell she's already done with Megan.
Oh, she is just done with that trauma. And I know that's a thing with a lot of gay relationships, is like, how do your parents feel? Because I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah, it was interesting how it came up pretty much in every dating little dynamic. How's it going with the family, you know? So Megan, we see her and Pilar bond because they both come from very conservative families. Both talked about feeling very guilty over not being brave enough. Yeah. Which
that's devastating. Especially when you come from a culturally traditional family. Like it's not even based in religion, it's based in culture as well.
Culture, yeah.
So you feel like you're leaving really for real a part of you alone. Like, are you even Lebanese anymore if you are gay? You know?
Yeah, because you're being asked, what they're being asked to do, or what they know that they need to do, is to stand in their truth. But that doing so might leave them on an island.
Yes. Yeah.
Like with this one other girlfriend who might be here today, might be gone tomorrow.
Yep.
But then I lost my family. Like in my culture, as you said.
Because you wanted me to stand up for myself.
Right. Like it's a lot to ask. It really is. And they got to move at their own pace. And Megan she's got work to do. And Dana's like, come on, you know? Yeah. Haley and Pilar, we know they've been together 10 years. They were each other's one and done. First girls they've ever been with. They've never been with other people, so that's obviously like a dynamic here. They're both like eyes wandering, like excited to be here. Bridget is hanging with Pilar. Bridget is the one that like hates marriage, doesn't believe in marriage.
Yeah, the mullet, right? She got the curly mullet. She is scared of the monotony of marriage. She's actually really impressed that Pilar has been with Haley for 10 years and is like, how'd you do that? And it's still like fun.
Because she has this idea in her head that like May are just gonna like kill the fun, and like the spontaneity and the running around that they're doing as boyfriend and girlfriend and girlfriend just like ends, you know?
That is so weird. It's the spontaneity of, are you gonna leave or not?
Ooh.
Right? Am I wrong?
Living on the edge, yeah.
Right? Because you can't say, I can't, I gotta go. I can't talk to you for a week. You can't do that when you're married. Or if you do, you have set that dynamic from day one.
Yeah.
So that's what it feels like to me.
That's what it's giving, yeah. Now, Pilar is actually torn between Kyle and Bridget.
I know, that's wild. Yeah. And Kyle was like, Bridget was like, you should go for Kyle. And Kyle was like, oh, you're just like Bridget.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, they know each other well, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's wild. AJ is smooth talking.
AJ is out here. AJ was another one ready to go. But was talking all this yelling in Brittany's ear about how she is just gonna miss her. The stars in the sky shine for you. Then was out. I'm single. I'm excited. In these confessionals, I'm hype. No drinks. I saw no Nan Gold goblet.
Sober as ever out here. Smooth talking. So she's a military brat. She went to 22 different schools. She knows how to navigate. She knows how to charm. She knows how to manipulate. She knows how to adapt. She knows how to, and I don't mean to manipulate in like a negative, like such a negative way, but she knows how to like manipulate a situation so she can feel comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
She's had to do that so many times. Yeah. Very adaptable. Which we see her charming everybody there.
Yep.
So she bonds pretty immediately with Marie. Marie's with Mel. They have a food truck. And they bond over the fact that they both are like the support systems to like boss babes. Yeah. Meanwhile, AJ's ex, Brittany, Marie's ex, Mel, they are kind of bonding over both being business owners and like really independent. We then also see AJ and Marita, which I don't even see that whole,
It just seemed physical.
I didn't see what the hell we get to Maria and her foolishness later.
Oh my God.
Both hopeless romantics and yeah, they just kind of bond over that, really.
Which there's no proof of, because I just met you. You can be making all this up.
You can be making all of this up, right? And then AJ just got all kind of lying. This is where she talked about the butterflies and the roaches. And
she has so many lines.
She's very good with words.
She's, good with words, charismatic, and good looking. Damn, AJ.
Yeah.
And isn't she from Florida?
She lives in Orlando. Oh no, she's from Brooklyn originally.
Oh!
But wasn't raised in Brooklyn, she said?
Yeah, wasn't raised there. Her parents said, we got to get out of New York.
Yeah. So.
Well, lives in Florida, girl. And you know, they just out here wild. Love it. Love Floridian.
God. So that night they have a little cocktail party. They were talking about celebrity crushes. They were mentioning women I had never even heard of.
I have never heard of Lauren Sanderson. I think that's a genre of music that I am not familiar with.
Yes. It was like pop, queer pop. Is that a thing? Am I making this up?
Yeah, no, that's definitely a thing. Yeah.
Because they mentioned this girl Fletcher. I was like, who the hell's Fletcher? Look, I was like, oh, she's cute. Okay.
Yeah.
But she's like very popular. She's like millions of followers. Like, I miss her. So yeah, they're all mixing and mingling, you know, drinking, having fun. So Britt and Mel are connecting. Mel is talking about the movie A Bronx Tale and how you get 3 great loves in your life, and I've only had
another
2.
one.
She's another one. Her and AJ come from the same damn cloth.
They do, because I fall right in. Girl, what? You might be like, really?
Really?
Oh my God.
Could be your third? Oh my God. Then we have Mel. So Mel is basically torn between Britt and Dayna. Right? Dayna and her still kind of connecting, and you know they obviously have a little sexual energy.
She came up to her. She said, "Hi, trouble." I was like,
"Oh Lord, that you would fall for that bullshit."
If I'm on the Ultimatum, yes, you know the Ultimatum is the one show I would go on. Ultimatum and Supermarket Sweep are the 2 shows I would be here for.
Oh God, that line though, "You're trouble." I don't want to ever hear that again. That was the first thing that Mel said to Dayna. I was like, really?
Yep.
Come on now. Meanwhile, Megan's going through it. She's super uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, she hates this.
It
made me realize how much stock she puts in this identity in this relationship. Why it's so dangerous for her to leave her family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Ooh, how did Dayna swindle Megan into coming onto the show?
The other women.
There's gonna be other girls there. It's gonna be the bitches there. You'll be fine.
It's gonna be other bad bitches look just like me.
How did you swindle this? Because she is shaking in her boots. Like she's so scared. This whole thing is so uncomfortable for her. I know she sees the cameras. Like,
yeah, she's one of those.
Mm-hmm, very conscious of the cameras.
Aware, yeah.
Oh,
it's too bad because she's like hot.
She's the hottest one there. I thought for sure everyone was be going after Megan.
Really, I
thought her confidence. The confidence isn't there, so they're like not looking at her.
Yes, I thought it was gonna be between AJ and her
and Megan.
Megan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lord. Now AJ, meanwhile, she's still here. So AJ and Marita, super attracted, and the way that AJ is talking to Marita, she's giving Marita the feeling like it's us.
Yeah, a lot of affirmation.
It's we're set on each other. Mm-hmm. But then we obviously see AJ also bonding with Marie still. Mm-hmm. They both are born in Brooklyn. They super connect, you know. Mm-hmm. Now we have Britt, who's seeing AJ work in this room sober. These girls are fawning over AJ. Now Britt is bawling because she knows she just gave herself the ill setup. By bringing AJ here because she knows how AJ is, and look at AJ cutting up everybody across the room. She knew.
She did know. But she wants to make her so bad.
I know. And she's a little baddie too, so she's like, I'll be fine here.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, I thought so too. And then we have Pilar. Pilar's still torn between Kyle and Bridget. Mm-hmm. Her and Bridget are way more in common, more similar, spontaneous. They love different interests, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And she's never dated someone similar to her, so she's like intrigued by that. Mm-hmm. I feel like we've asked this before. Have you ever dated someone similar to you?
No, I've dated all introverts.
Oh,
yeah. I dated one extrovert for 3 dates. Did not work at all. The life of the party ass niggas does not work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's because I'm an extrovert, so I'm attracted to that kind of like life of the party person. Mm. But like my friend Vanessa is with a life of the party nigga who's fantastic. So there are them that are out there that are nice.
She's a life of the party type too?
No,
she's the opposite.
Major introvert. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your compliment. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever?
I feel like I always go for people who are like, what do you call it? Ambiverts or whatever?
Oh, ambiverts, yeah. Mm-hmm.
In between.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nate is very much an extrovert, but he's a homebody. He's very introverted in tendencies as well. Mm-hmm. So kind of that in between. But yeah, I couldn't date someone who was an introvert like me.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be.
Would you get sick of each other?
Yeah. I need somebody who's going to drag me places a little bit more and push me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I drag Nate places, to be honest, because he's such a homebody, even though he is an extrovert. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to plan. He just wants to be told where we're going, and he's always down.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I like that he challenges me though, to do the extrovert thing, to do the social thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I couldn't be sat down with somebody who was too similar to me.
No, and I am so attracted to masculinity as even just a concept. Okay. And I'm so feminine myself, so I couldn't even have that like crossover. I couldn't even date like a metrosexual guy. I think that would even get on my nerves.
On your nerves, yeah. Now, after the party, Megan comes over to Dayna's apartment looking fried.
Oh God, yeah, just tired of this. Can we leave, please? She looked like, can we please leave?
Lip poked out.
Yes.
Please go out of here. She's so scared. Mm-hmm. She's also thinking now this is a trial marriage. You're going to be doing marriage things with someone.
Do you think all these girls have seen last season? Because last season we know,
of course,
wild
night cam vision.
The night
vision, girl.
With Xander and Yoli.
They've seen the show. Absolutely. They know
my
what they're stepping into. That's why she's terrified right now.
Yeah.
And she also knows what Dayna looks like. And she already sees Dayna and Mel falling in love. So, so yeah, she at one point flat out says, I'm walking away. Like she was like done. And Dayna basically had to like beg her and drag her back in. So now episode 2, the dates continue. Now they go on like one-on-one dates. AJ's got the pick of the litter.
She got everybody thinking that they are her number one.
Oh my God. Marie, Marita, and then Bridget. I was like, Bridget, where'd Bridget come into this?
Bridget, I was like, are you centering yourself in this narrative? Because this doesn't feel genuine at all.
Doesn't even feel it. Yeah. So you got Marita. She's opening up about her like pop star record label past life. AJ's like, oh, you got to get back to singing. I'll just encourage you.
I'm an MC. We can do this together. Oh no.
See how she be charming people. She finds the thing that she knows she needs to latch onto, and that's gonna get her. You know, she wants to support her in her pop star way. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, we can do that. Like, you just see how she's working. God. And then the only conversation we see with her and Bridget is they're just talking about sex.
Yeah.
So that was up. Now Kyle and Pilar have a little moment. They talk about their differences in coming out to their families. Pilar, as we know, hid her relationship with Haley from her family for 8 years.
8 years. That's so terrible. This is my roommate. That's what she was saying at Thanksgiving. That's crazy.
Yeah. When they know exactly who this lady is.
Right. And won't.
It's not acknowledging.
Yeah, not acknowledging. I guess I'm just have been in such a place of allyship. I could never just sit there.
I know.
I could never be that person, right?
She might also have not been bringing her around.
Yeah, that definitely could have been it.
That could be too. So I know someone who was in a relationship secretly for 8 years. Not because of sexual orientation. It was more cultural. She was dating somebody outside the culture, and she felt like her family wasn't accepted. And that living a double life, 8 years. It was the same thing. 8 years living a double life, keeping track of your lies. Yeah. Lying to people you love for years, and just trying to keep up with that. You know.
Yeah. It's so much work. So much mental gymnastics is really what
definitely
it is.
And it forces you into this unhealthy codependency with your partner.
Yes, as we see with Megan.
Yeah, and we see with Pilar and Haley. To me, it's no shock that they've been together for 10 years. And they're still here on the Ultimatum.
Yeah.
Because for 8 of those years, they've just been hanging on to dear life for each other.
Yeah.
Because she can't go home to her family. We don't know what's going on with Haley and her family. But just like totally latched onto each other, totally codependent to go through life. So many lies interlocked together that, of course, 10 years later, they're still here on this show called Ultimatum deciding if they want to be together. You know what I mean? Because a lot of their relationship is based on just their codependency and just like hanging on to each other. I don't know if there's love. Who knows if the love is still even there?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like survival. They've been hanging on to each other for survival. Not good. Now, Britt and Mel start to get a little deep. Mel shares with Britt that she has a lot of health issues. She's in chronic pain.
Yeah.
And so when she thinks of marriage and the whole in sickness and in health, it's, for me, what she was saying, it makes her, she almost wants to leave people before they leave her because she has chronic pain and health issues. And she knows, or she thinks of herself as being a burden on someone. Before we even get there, this sickness and health, and you disappoint me, we just don't even need to do this.
Yeah. Or I disappoint you, and I inevitably am sick, and I will inevitably leave you as a burden in your life.
Yeah. So, she kind of has that moment with Britt.
Yeah.
Mel, though, still with Dayna, still finds Dayna spicy or whatever.
Oh my God. Yeah. Tahini the rim. They find anything, girl, as you said. Anything to lock in. I love it.
And Dayna, she just feels like Megan would fall apart without her.
Yeah.
And being that for somebody is just like, that's a lot of pressure.
A lot. Yeah, I agree. But that's also kind of what marriage is. Kind of. You know, sometimes, like, thinking about not being the unit of marriage that you are is a death. Mm-hmm. Right? So it does kind of pick you apart in a way if a marriage does not work out.
Yeah, but she says she feels like Megan will fall apart without her.
Yeah. And they're not married, so that's different.
And they're not even married. Yeah. So you obviously see why Dayna is so drawn to Mel, because Mel been on her own since she's 16. She kind of has this energy like, I don't actually need anybody. Like, whereas Megan like needs Dayna, you know,
which is more real in my head. I'm like, Mel, everybody needs people.
Somebody. Yeah.
It's a family unit for a reason, no matter what it looks like. It could be chosen, it could be not. And she said she's good with her chosen people. I'm sure we'll meet them later on. But everybody needs people. So to have that kind of attitude of like, no, I'm good on my own. How's it going? Spicy margarita. That's like so much a lie.
I know. I need an in between though, because the pressure of Megan seems like Bambi on her legs, like trying to figure out how to walk. And that you could tell Dana's like, I don't have time for this.
She's done. Yeah,
she's done this. She's so, you know, solid seemingly in her sexuality that she's probably surprised that she found herself with this person who's still like green, you know, with coming out, and green with feeling strong and standing up for herself. And Megan really needs her. She does need her.
Yeah,
she'll want that. Yeah. Now Megan is spiraling.
Yeah.
But thankfully she finds Haley, with Pilar's other half. And they bond over being kind of like perpetually single, like late bloomers, kind of came late into their sexuality. They both are into food and fitness, and so they find some commonalities, and seems like they're gonna be okay. Like Megan's gonna be okay now.
Yeah. Haley asked a ridiculous question if she wants kids, as if that matters. Girl, bye. You can be with this bitch for 3 weeks. Get out.
I know. And even that, they discovered that Haley doesn't want kids, right? And then Megan wants kids.
Haley doesn't want pregnancy.
Give birth. Yeah.
And
then Dayna does. And from a lot of people, that might be like a deal breaker, but for them, they're like, whatever, because this is fake.
This is fake.
It's not. There's no consequence to this. So now the night before the choice, they have one more cocktail party. We have AJ again with these lines. So we see her sitting with Marie talking about, you know, I know there's a real possibility we could fall in love.
That is so insane to say.
And we see her say it like 2 more times. Like, AJ. But that's the little hook. That's her little charm. We could fall in love. Like there's a possibility, and these girls are just hanging on to. Oh my gosh, she said she could fall in love with me. Like
yes, and she's doing it to ultimatum givers. So she's doing it to people who are like, oh my god, really? And they're so excited. My God. All of them are, I think, except for
just Marie.
Marita is not.
Oh no, Marita gave the ultimatum, right?
Marita is the wandering eye.
Oh no, she received it. You're right.
The hopeless romantic wandering eye. So even for her, it's like
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
That's why I keep thinking she's the one who gave the ultimatum, because I don't understand this. Oh my God.
Me too. And then Bridget is like, you know, just wants the spark all the time. And, you know, so this is what she wants. She wants to fall in love in 3 weeks and see what happens and see how good marriage could be, you know?
God. Yeah.
Girl, a mess. AJ, a mess. I love it.
AJ is so messy. I do love this. Then we see Mel and Britt. They're kind of still canoodling a little bit.
Oh my God.
It's not really going anywhere though. Britt's talk about carnival and twerking, and I'm like, she's trying. That's her way of trying, though, is to lean into the sexual. Particularly since she knows her competition is Dayna.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I kind of hated that for Britt, but whatever. And then we see Dayna pull Meg to the side to talk and is like going off on Mel. Like, you know, you just haven't been showing me attention and you're giving me trust issues. And like, do you have deeper feelings for Brit, or like already get into this drama? And they are both loving it. They are both like ready to hit them sheets.
Yep.
This little passion, this little fiery tiff, they're living for this. Dayna's making all of this up. Like, this is so made up.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. Now, on the low, we see AJ and Megan bonding over how they can't stand Mel.
Yeah.
And she's just moving too quick with the physicality. And I was like, AJ, this is rich coming from you.
From you, Miss Girl.
You have 3 bitches in here fighting over you. What are you talking about?
Yes, at this dinner, you about to have 3 people stand up and say, I choose AJ. Yeah. And none of them are Brittany. That's wild.
That's wild. And they all know. They just know you're about to choose them. How'd that happen?
And one of them is Bridget. How did that happen?
How did that happen? Like,
girl, oh my God.
Oh, please.
Oh, but it's always those types, though. They get jealous because they're projecting.
So Marita and Bridget, so 2 of AJ's girls, sit and have a little chat. Marita is waxing poetic about AJ and
all the romantic things they're going to do for each other for the next 3 weeks.
This is where she showed her age, Marita.
For sure.
Because you could see the hard eyes. And I forgot who her partner was.
I know, me too.
She hasn't checked in on Ashley, I think. And we haven't seen them even talk since the breakup. She's been out here falling in love with AJ. So she's going on and on about AJ. And Bridget, in the back of her head, is like, I like AJ. Yeah. And AJ said a lot of these things to me. So what's going on here? So she's putting 2 together. AJ's a little playgirl. She's a flirt. And she's saying a lot of the same things. I could fall for you.
Right.
Saying the same shit to everybody.
Yeah.
Now, time for the choice. So they return back to the table with Miss Joanna, whatever her name. What's her name?
Vargas, Joanna. Garcia.
So many names.
Adams, whatever.
So we kick off, and it is the AJ show. AJ and her bitches.
Sure, it's the Bachelorette with AJ.
The Bachelorette with AJ.
Which I would actually live for.
Yes.
But also, part of me is like, okay, are all of you just mad that you got swindled in such a short amount of time?
Yeah.
By one person, right?
The 3 of you played this wrong also.
All 3 of you did this wrong. Yes.
Yeah. Definitely Marita. 1,000%. But if I would say, Bridget turned it around at the end because Bridget saw what was happening and then started to talk to other people. But Marita and Marie were all in on AJ. Yeah. And that's dumb. That's, particularly if you're looking at AJ. AJ's working the room. She's always talking to somebody. You should also be talking to somebody else. So anyways, Bridget calls out AJ, says she has manufactured confidence, and
that's
putting
crazy.
On chemistry.
Look at her. What do you mean?
She just is confident.
Right.
And, I heard from other people, you're saying the same things, blah, blah, blah. And so they kind of like hash it out a little bit, but whatever. AJ, she is these words. She says to Marie, your appetite for the world is just so big.
I love this. We're teetering on Hotepitarianism right now.
Truly.
I love it.
She turns to Marita. You scare me to death.
Yeah.
Oh, please. So Marita chooses AJ, obviously. Marie chooses AJ. Marie, in her decision, says, I can picture marrying you, AJ.
That just sets you up for failure by the end of the 6 weeks.
Yeah.
We got a month and a half, girl. You going on week 1?
Right.
Oh, God.
And AJ ultimately chooses Marie. Now, Marita is pissed because she looks and feels like a fool.
Yeah, because she only talked to AJ the entire time.
Has the nerve to tell AJ that you robbed me of this experience. And Bridget was sitting there like nodding her head like
Yeah, and then Bridget's in it. Bridget, girl, why are you in it? She gonna get on my nerves. I can already tell.
Nobody robbed you of this experience but yourself. There are 10 other girls here that you could have been talking to, dating, whatever. You made a decision to go all in on AJ. I get it. AJ was saying all the things. She was telling you what you wanted to hear. She was charming the shit out of you. But still, you put all your eggs in one basket. And that was a dumb thing to do in this process.
Yeah, there's other masked girls here that you could, if that's what you're attracted to, you could have gone for.
Could have gone for it.
So let's not.
Yeah. Now, Pilar, again, she's torn.
Triangle. Yeah.
Yep. Torn between Bridget and Kyle. Friend, I have a would you rather.
Okay.
For this kind of experiment. So take yourself out of it because we already talked about this a little bit. But for this kind of experiment, would you rather choose someone similar to your partner or opposite from your partner?
So I've actually thought about this in the ways of if I was on the Ultimatum, which cast member would like to be paired with?
Okay.
The most.
Okay.
I would want somebody who's opposite of my partner in the ways that I feel like the grass is greener. I hope that makes sense.
Okay.
So if I had a partner who, let's say I'm like Marita and I want somebody really romantic, I would want to pick somebody like, do you remember Chris from last season who was with the black girl with the big curly hair? And then he was with the Asian girl and they like fell in love emotionally and didn't do anything physically.
Wait, Chris.
I think his name was Chris. When I tell y'all, when the Ultimatum is over, Natasha deletes all of these people from her memory.
Wait, he was with what's her name, Maya? He was the like light-skinned, maybe biracial looking guy?
No, I'm talking about, this is like a brown guy. I forget. Oh, God. He was with the Asian girl, though.
With the Asian girl?
From last season of the Ultistratum.
Yeah, I think we're talking about the same thing.
Oh, we are?
She was like 21 and was like, I need to get married.
Yes, him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, him. Okay, yeah. So I would be with him because he was super romantic, super emotionally vulnerable, right? Like really open about everything. So if I'm in that position, I would want somebody like that. Right? To see if the grass is greener. That's what I'm here for.
Greener. Okay. Yeah. So that's the way of testing it. Yeah. I think I would choose someone who was similar to my partner.
You really?
I understood Pilar and what Pilar was doing because you're trying to figure out, is it you or is it your partner, right? That needs to change. If you choose someone who's similar to your partner and you create almost like a mirror relationship, like a very similar dynamic, I think you can learn a lot about what you need to change or adapt, or what's the work that you need to do to bring back to your partner.
Yeah.
Whereas choosing someone opposite definitely creates a more like a different experiment dynamic. You might have more fun. You might see the grass is greener on the other side. You may learn something, but are you going to learn what you need to learn to apply back to your relationship? You know what I mean? So Pilar, we see she ultimately chooses Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle is very much more similar dynamic to Pilar and Haley.
Right? Yeah.
Less spontaneous, more logical, more has it together. And she said that she thinks that Kyle will challenge her more. She'll learn more through this relationship, which I agree, because I don't think you need to date your same. Like the dating your same thing, like Pilar and Bridget were like, let's date.
Oh,
like the same.
Yeah, let's go to Hottery class together. No, girl, okay.
I don't think it's all that cracked up to be. I think you'll have a lot of fun. But I think actually in relationships, generally you're looking for your complement, not your same.
Yeah. Yes.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
And write in the comments, because I know that's not all relationships. I'm sure there are people who are in a relationship with their same more than a complement. And please tell me your experience. I'm very curious. But I feel like most relationships, at least the ones that I know, I definitely see more of a compliment between the couples. And I think you learn so much more about yourself when you're with somebody who is not you. Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Kyle chooses Pilar, so they're great. Bridget now likes Ashley.
Yeah.
So AJ, she saw what was happening, so she's like, let me start talking to somebody else. Ashley's Marita's ex. And Ashley, she's like, she's just genuine. She honestly, she just needs to find somebody else, and Ashley seems nice. So
yeah, I'll see if Ashley, because Marita said that she's so terrible, she doesn't do nothing romantic.
Do nothing for me, yeah.
And Bridget has pretty low standards, so
so we'll see
what happens.
Yeah, and they choose each other. And then we have Haley and Megan. They choose each other. I think Megan's issues with the family, being brave, standing up for herself, like that's not going away with anybody. I feel like any partner is going to be like at some point, all right, we got to resolve this in some way. You can't live in silence and secrecy. Like we can't do this forever.
Yeah.
But I think what is attracting Haley is she just seems more supportive and patient.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
Right?
She needs somebody who she feels like really safe around, because she can just tiptoe around them. She doesn't have to make these big, huge leaps. Yeah. The way that Dayna's asking Megan to do these huge leaps. Yeah. I'm like, well, leave your family then. It just feels like a lot.
That's a lot. And Dayna and Megan, they've been together a year and a half.
Yeah, that's time.
There's not a lot of time. Like, give her a little bit of time. Like, and you could tell for more than half of this relationship, probably months in, Dayna's been applying that pressure. And that's not help. That's clearly not helping. That's not making Megan any more comfortable to come out to her family, you know? So yeah, Haley just seems a little bit more patient. So we'll see. And then Dayna. So Mel is stubborn like her, she says. Dana's more of a people pleaser. Megan, is more of a people pleaser. And so she feels, which I thought made a lot of sense when she put it this way. She is a good match for Mel because they're both stubborn. For them to get along for the next 3 weeks, they're going to have to change and adapt and be compromising and both learn to be less stubborn.
Yeah.
So I was like, I like that she's thinking about it in that way. Like she knows things about herself. I'm stubborn. That's probably not helping Megan over here.
Yes, right. Yeah.
How can I figure out how to be less? I need to be with someone else who's also stubborn, and we need to figure out how to get along for 3 weeks. So that was smart. So yeah, Mel kind of goes on and on about Britt and Dayna, but ultimately she chooses Dayna.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, she's not the safe choice, which I guess she was calling Britt safe. Britt was more the safe choice.
Which I can understand, because I didn't hear a whole lot about Britt's flaws.
Right.
In these conversations.
Britt and Dayna both gave ultimatums. So
they both gave them, yeah.
So yeah, I think it's also not the safe choice because there's more temptation there.
Oh, with
the
Dayna.
Test with Dayna.
Oh, with the physical.
Like this relationship, their relationships are going to be tested the most. And I think that's what they are apparently here for. So they don't want to do the safe thing.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Which is nuts.
That is what I thought when she was like, oh, we'll have to learn how to get along. How do you not do that without fucking?
Oh, please.
I don't know how
these two
resolve these kinds of like stubbornness, things where you're not moving. Yeah. When you resolve that, the oxytocin that is released after, like, how does that not turn into horniness?
It's gonna
with this big titty bitch.
With tattoos and a big old lips. Yeah.
And she's versed too. She'll do whatever.
Whatever. You see, and they made sure they talked about certain things. They know what time it is.
I know. Oh my God, Natasha, no.
I know. That's why Megan was like, "You got to do marriage things with her." Like she already knows what time it is. Poor Megan. Oh Lord. God. So the leftovers are Marita and Britt.
That sucks, man.
Yikes.
That sucks. They're two very sexy girlies too. That's terrible.
Yeah. That really sucks. And it sucks seeing who they went for.
Yes.
And they are not each other's type.
No.
And then also Marita went for Britt's ex.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
Yeah.
And awkward and like a dynamic, you know?
I know this happens every Ultimatum though.
There's always one couple that just like
one.
Sucks.
Remember South Africa? Ricky Lake and Pikachu? Remember them too?
Pikachu. Ricky Lake. Oh my God, that homely little white girl. That mousy white girl. You couldn't tell her she was on TV. She was going to wear whatever the hell she wanted to wear. It was going to look any type of way.
Oh my God.
I just know her toenail polish was chipped. You know what I mean? I just know it.
And black.
And black.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah, poor Pikachu. He came back and proposed and was like so ready, right?
He was ready to get with that thickums bitch he had. Ready to get married. Didn't he have to do a dowry? Wasn't he one of them?
He had a whole, he was got prepared.
That 40K together.
He was prepped and ready. Oh my God. But yeah, every time there's one kind of leftover couple that just kind of, good luck, guys. Mm-hmm. So we have our 6 couples. They hand out these engagement rings. That
was very...
It was weird last time. It's weird this time.
It's pushy. Doesn't it feel pushy?
It feels forced. We don't need this forced engagement. We don't need it in this show.
Do we though?
Actually, we do. That's actually true. That is true. But the rings, handing out the ring, I guess it's just to make it feel real.
Feel it, to like really feel it. It's clearly producer storyline editing. It's like just so in your face, so that's why I don't love it. Yeah. And even the Bachelor in Paradise don't do this. Like, come on,
it feels so in your face. I don't know, kind of corny, but I get it. It makes the stakes. It reminds you that the stakes are high. Guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the 6 couples kind of go off. They move in together into their trial homes or whatever. Dayna and Mel, they already knew it was always going to be them. They already knew this whole week of dating. They already knew from the minute they sat across from each other, the very first meeting, they were going to
be attracted to each other. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Marita and Brittany, who are basically meeting for the first time.
They're like, where are you from?
Where are you from? Like basics. Mm-hmm. Brittany is claiming she's gonna show up for Marita, give her the romance, give her what she needs.
Girl, she got a business. She ain't worry about this.
No time for this.
Damn Marita.
And then in the back of her mind, she admits she's like still tight that everybody at the table was sprung over her girl. I know. So she's starting to also mentally prepare herself for like, I might actually lose AJ.
Alone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was 1 week in. 1 week. And there was 3 girls declaring their love damn near for AJ.
Yes. And she could barely even be vulnerable about herself in this week.
Yeah. Yikes. Then we have Pilar and Kyle. They're like a little awkward at first. Kyle seems nervous.
Yeah.
Megan and Haley. Let's talk about their sleep patterns. So
they're just going to be talking about health.
Megan had me dying though. She said she sleep talks, but she be like cussing people out. So she's like, get the fuck out of here. She's like, don't be alarmed. That's just like how what?
You need to say that during the week in the dating. That would affect me picking you.
Yes. You're going to go off on me as you sleep, cuss my ass out, talk about you sleep talking. What?
Don't they get 2 bedrooms though? I think they get 2 bedrooms in the show.
Oh, do they?
Do they?
I can't remember. I feel like they were in the beds together.
They were in 1 bedroom? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone might sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have 2 bedrooms. I think you're thinking of Married at First Sight. They get 2 bedrooms.
Yes, I am. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they have their first night together. The next morning, we see Kyle and Pilar. They like spooned. Mm-hmm. Dayna and Mel, they were up till 5 a.m. Talking.
Girl.
If they had the night cam, they would have showed it because
that's true.
These 2, everybody's watching these 2. What y'all got for us?
Yeah.
And then we have Britt, poor Britt, sobbing, pacing the apartment.
Yeah,
depressed as hell. She brought AJ here, and she knows there's a very good chance she's about to lose AJ.
Yep.
Why did you do this? You know how AJ is.
She did. She took advantage of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think she really thought she was about to catch somebody.
Yes, which I would think so too if I was in for these physical bodies.
I know. Yeah.
I would too. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess who did Britt she chose
Mel.
She needed to have talked to Ashley as well, or talk to
and be
she needed a plan B.
Vulnerable. Kyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she didn't really like get there. She didn't take it seriously.
Talking about twerking at Carnival. Who cares?
That's not enough.
No, not at
these
all.
Girls. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was episodes 1, 2, and 3, y'all.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. And here's the thing with the ultimatum, right?
Yeah.
It has a slow start, always. But then by the time we get to like episode 5, it's popping.
Yeah, it's on popping.
Every time.
By that last week too, because they see the ticking away. I got 1 more week of this whole batch. They get to work.
Oh my God. That cocktail party with Yoli and Xander looking at each other from across the way.
Oh my God. They were in love. Like fully in love.
I don't want to leave you holding hands. Ultimatum season 1. Y'all, Ultimatum season 1 was crazy with the straight people.
The straights. I hated that season.
Oh my God. It was such a mess.
The girl out to the club. Pussy popping in the club.
To piss off her fake husband. It was everything. Y'all got to go back and watch if you have not. It's so fantastic. So excited about this being back.
It is back. Justine, what did we learn this episode?
So for my question, why is it that these hopeless romantics need all these giant gestures to feel chosen in their relationships? I do think that Bridget is really onto something and taught me something in these 3 episodes. That it's really the spontaneity of leaving.
Yeah.
It's doing these big gestures to make sure that person stays. And marriage is the ultimate big gesture. And then it's over.
Yeah.
And then you're back to real life.
Yeah.
So that's how it feels. And Bridget taught me that this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real. She's not putting it in those words.
No, not
at all. As to why she's not for marriage and she wants the spontaneous, fun loving, like big gestures, whatever. But that's really what it is. That's what she's hanging on to. That's the that's the ultimate commitment for her. Each time is bringing in, you committing to me through these gestures, these whatever. When you would think she would just take marriage. Like, don't you just want like just the one?
Marriage is the last one.
That's the last. That's the ultimate one. Yeah. My question: should you date your complement or your same? I think having shared values, having the same outlook on life, I think those things are very necessary. But what we see with Bridget and Pilar, we both like ceramics. We're both spontaneous. Like, wouldn't we be a good match? Those things don't matter. Pilar knows that shit don't matter. That's why she chose Kyle, her compliment.
Yeah.
You'll learn, I think, so much more, particularly in this process. I can't speak for all relationships. That's why I said, please go off in the comments if you're in a relationship with somebody who you think is very similar to you. But definitely for this process, I think you'll learn more with being in a relationship that is very similar to yours.
Yeah.
And just like getting to try again almost. Like doing exactly what you do on a day-to-day, but with somebody new and getting to like tweak different things.
Yeah.
And someone who doesn't know you. Because it's hard to kind of make those tweaks with somebody who like knows you and they're like, all right, what is this?
Yeah.
What are you doing now? So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how, particularly for Pilar and Kyle, how that works out for them. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Go off in the comments.
Please.
We'll be back with episodes 4 through 6 on a couple days.
Yeah, sorry. A couple days.
And yeah, that's it. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.